Some footballers are all about the flex, but others, they still keep it humble. From one snacks to $75 million super luxuries, the spending habits of football stars are all over the place. Let's start at the bottom, literally. Believe it or not, Lionel Messi, one of the richest athletes alive, is still often spotted munching on bags of chips, and he's not the only one hooked on cheap treats. Christian Pulisic has openly admitted he can't live without Reese's, while Bukayo Saka confessed his obsession with $1 Twix bars. But trust me, that's the cheapest thing you'll hear in this video, because the price tags are only going up from here. Let's talk about Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang, a man who doesn't just drive cars, he wears them. Alba was obsessed with his lime green Aston Martin, complete with his initials, jersey number, and a glittery custom wrap. But the flex didn't stop there. He actually hired a designer to create matching football boots, handcrafted with over 4,000 Swarovski crystals to mimic the exact design of the car. Those boots, worn in a game, and they cost him a cool $3,000. But Kevin De Bruyne took things a step further, not for himself, but for his teammates. After Messi went viral for gifting his squad gold-plated iPhones, KDB said, "Hold my beer." He surprised the entire Manchester City team with platinum custom iPhones, each engraved with the team badge, player names, and squad numbers. Each phone, $7,000. Now that's leadership with style. Still, if you think phones are pricey, wait till you hear what some footballers spend just to game. Douglas Costa, a well-known Call of Duty fan, had a custom-built gaming PC made just for him. We're talking liquid cooling, RGB lights, pro-level parts, and a full custom wrap featuring his logo, autograph, and face. Price tag? Around $10,000. Even Neymar wasn't left out. His own beast of a PC, built with top-tier specs and loaded with nods to his life. His Brazil flag, Olympic rings, jersey number, and logos from games like CSGO and Among Us. Since then, he's been streaming, gaming, and even landed his own skins in Call of Duty and Fortnite. That PC wasn't just a toy, it was a power move. But even with all that tech, Messi still finds ways to outspend everyone on his haircut. Yep, that signature taper fade isn't as basic as it looks. Messi actually has a personal barber on call 24/7, flying around the world to keep his look fresh every single day. The result? Each cut ends up costing about $16,000. And then there's Luis Suarez, who dropped $30,000 on something truly special, a one-of-a-kind commemorative ring that honors every major trophy he's won. The ring features a golden boot encased in crystal, his nickname, celebration pose, and Uruguay's flag crafted from blue and white baguette diamonds. Basically, football royalty on one finger. But if you think that's wild, we're just getting started. Because players like Rashford, Haaland, Benzema, and Ronaldo, they've been dropping hundreds of thousands on cars that would make even Batman jealous. And it all starts with Marcus Rashford, a man whose Oreo-colored supercar couldn't stop getting him in trouble with the police. Yeah, imagine leaving dinner only to find a parking ticket slapped on your $500,000 ride. Now sure, Marcus Rashford didn't exactly park like a gentleman, but with a flashy custom McLaren decked out in bronze rims, it was kinda hard to stay low-key. So, he had it completely revamped. Matte gray paint, carbon fiber panels, and blacked out rims for a stealthier look. Still, fans weren't fooled. They spotted Rashford again, half up on the sidewalk, mid-parking violation, and even caught him hopping in his McLaren while a cop was writing another ticket. But let's be honest, when your car costs $350,000, a $60 fine is basically pocket change. Then there's Erling Haaland. He doesn't just drive luxury, he collects awards for it. His ride? The Rolls-Royce Cullinan, often dubbed the most luxurious SUV in the world. White leather seats, starlit roof, adaptive headlights, and the same exact model Lil Baby flexed in a music video. Haaland's been spotted cruising around in it regularly, even caught texting behind the wheel. And while that's not cool, crashing a $400,000 Rolls would hurt all of us emotionally. Now, Cristiano Ronaldo, of course, took a different route. You've seen him step out of Ferraris at events, hotels, even photo shoots. But one stood out more than the rest. The new Ferrari Puro Sang, the first ever four-door Ferrari, with suicide doors and the same beast of an engine found in the Ferrari Roma, hitting 200 miles per hour. It's sleek, futuristic, and ultra-rare, And for Ronaldo, it was a $425,000 investment. Just another day at the office. Then there's Karim Benzema, whose garage is basically a supercar museum. Sure, he's got Ferraris like Ronaldo's and a house that looks like a luxury hotel. But one car stands out, the Lamborghini Revuelto, Lambo's newest masterpiece, painted in bright orange, with vertical doors and an active spoiler that adapts to the wind. It's a hybrid too. You can switch between electric mode and a roaring 1,000 horsepower V12. It's so special, Lamborghini built a dedicated site to promote it. And Benzema, he dropped $600,000 on it like it was nothing. But alright, enough about cars. This is Kickflix, not Fast and Furious FC. Because some players, they spent even more on what's on their wrist than what's in their garage. Take Vinicius Jr., for example. His custom Godfather-themed watch literally plays the movie's theme song. And this isn't just some novelty timepiece, it's art. It features rubies, a rotating gold piano, diamonds, and even a mini statue of the Godfather himself. Packaged in a premium display box, the watch cost Vinny $660,000. But leave it to Ronaldo to up the ante again. His most insane watch, inspired by caviar. Yes, the world's bougiest fish eggs. Ronaldo's Jacob & Co. Caviar Tourbillon has over 200 baguette-cut emeralds placed to mimic the look of caviar. Throw in a green alligator skin band, a diamond-studded base, and you've got yourself a watch that's worth $770,000. Now, if time is money, Neymar clearly took that personally and bought time itself on a private island. Yep, he owns a $7 million private island, complete with its own helipad, beachfront villa, jacuzzis, indoor koi ponds, an outdoor kitchen, and way too many TVs. Basically, it's Neymar's personal paradise. And yes, he's subscribed to Kickflix too. Anyway, even Neymar's island pales in comparison to what Zlatan Ibrahimovic sails around on. His $8 million yacht is practically a floating hotel, multiple ocean view bedrooms, a full chef's kitchen, a jacuzzi on the top deck, and even a private pool below. Zlatan doesn't just chill on it, he dives off it, works out on deck, and flies drones just to flex it from above. But then comes Kylian Mbappé, who didn't just buy a watch or a yacht, he made history. Mbappé recently went viral for becoming the youngest footballer ever to buy a football club. The club? AS Cannes. The same team that gave him his start in France as a kid. It wasn't just emotional, it was strategic. He's investing in the next generation of players, giving back to the same pitch where his journey began. A record-breaking move, a full-circle moment, and one of the most powerful purchases in football today. Once he saw reports about their finances being negative thousands and how in just one season they somehow lost over $9,000. Mbappé saved them by buying the club to start doing things like paying off their debt and signing their first good player. Then, he even posted pics of his new squad celebrating after a win, and all of this helped him set the record for becoming the youngest club owner ever after buying them for $20,000. Now, players literally owning other players is crazy, but not crazier than Zlatan's purchase that can zoom over 700 miles an hour. Now, I ain't talking about the plane he did backflips in during a trip to Dubai. Zlatan got something else that he's always taking naps on or making business moves in. Because his jet doesn't just have room for 10 people with couches that turn into chairs and TVs all over. Zlatan's all-white toy with black stripes flies over 700 miles an hour. And zooming in something that fast is exactly why his fans are constantly filming him whenever he lands. Because his private jet cost $25,000. But hold on, let me Google something real quick. Ah, exactly. See, Ronaldo already had his own private jets that costed tens of millions for a while, man. But he sold those and recently upgraded to an even crazier and way more expensive Gulfstream G650, aka one of the fastest jets in the entire world. He also got the outside customized with him on it, his logos, and it's wrapped in a black paint job that looks like carbon fiber. The jet's insane, and I'd hope so. It cost him $73,000. There's no f***ing way that a footballer spent more than that on something, right, man? Actually, Harry Kane bought the most expensive purchase in this video because he opened up the first restaurant ever where fans can play football in it. Toca Social isn't just a spot for friends to compete in different football games. Even the sidemen showed up in England to this football version of Topgolf, because there's bars all over with plenty of spots to kick it, and even order food like Harry Kane's famous burger. But Kane wasn't just trying to give food and football to fans in his country. He recently started doing commercials showing off Toka's new equipment, just to get the rest of the world excited. And after getting a mural of himself in the first restaurant, Kane's company made the news when they planned to open the first Toka social in the United States. And the craziest part is, all of this was only possible because of Harry Kane's investment of $75,000. But even $75,000 is cheaper than the homes in this video, man. Messi has elevators that bring cars to his living room, and Neymar bought an apartment in a Bugatti building. What are you doing? Just go watch this video, man.